Hi everybody, it's Tish with Tish's Dishes. So I have my chili right here, and what I'm going to do is I am going to break the seal. You probably could see it from there. And what I'm going to do is I am going to start putting the chili in my okay, up we go into my sink. Come on, sink, come on. Okay, I'm going to try to do half today. And the red ones that come out, you can see me, this one. Okay, so there's some red in here too, so that's good, because then I will use the red to make red chili pots. Put it on cold, you don't want them hot. So what I'm going to do is wash them like this. I know I'm way trying to hurry up. If you have a different way of doing it, go for it. But this is the way I've done it all my life. Oh, my grandma do it like this. So everybody. Okay, this chili is from Montoya. See, you'll find some that are rotten. Put it to the side. And I usually just toss it over my rail, and it helps the growth of, it's good for your environment because it's degradable, it goes into the soil. Okay, so I have one full container. Come on, water, stop. So I have one full container filled up. I'm going to turn on my oven to as high as I can get it. So I am going to put it to like 400 and like 90. Not 500 because I don't want the top to go on, but I want it to get really super hot in there. And then what I'll do is once it gets that point, we'll continue on with the roasting of our chili that we got from Lamitar this past Friday. Tish's Dishes, subscribe. And this was the adventure with Mike and Tish. And it is so cool. Watch. Let's zoom into the chili. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so I took out my rack from my oven. And what I'm going to do is I am going to get these chilies and I'm going to put them on the rack. Let's see. Make sure you can see. Okay. I'm just going to put them on the rack like this, where they can't fall through. So you don't want to put them this way because, I mean, they probably could stay like that. I mean, you know, I never done them this way, but I was always afraid they could fall in. But I usually do them this way. So why change my habit? Habit of creatures to always do the same thing all the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes change is good, sometimes change is bad. It just depends. Okay, so I want to fill this whole thing up. And I mean, there's some chilies that you know, may look kind of like little. You can maybe chop them up to make fresh. See, and then this one is going in my dehydrator, so that's going to stay there. So, okay, now I'm going to show you the next step. Let me get the rack. Let's put it in. I'm going to put it on the second one up from the bottom. Okay. So now it's in there, and I'll check it within the next 10 minutes. So let's just set the timer for 10 minutes and look and see what it looks like. And then if it looks like it's time to turn it around, I'll open it. Well, I'm going to open it anyway. So I'm going to turn it around, but when it comes to the timer going off, I will be back to show you what I do with my roasting of my green chili in my oven. So that went off the timer, and let's look at our chili. We'll open it. Be careful because when you open it, big old burst of heat comes out. So I'm going to turn them. So some people, I've done it so many years that I'm so used to using my hand, just like my grandma, which is my abuelita. So I am just going to turn them around, and let me show you. See, they start to blister. That's what you want them to do, because what they're doing is they're pulling away from the skin of the meat of the chili. The skin is pulling away from the meat of the chili. That's what you want it to do. So, well, some get more roasted than others. Some take longer. Just depends on. See, just turn it around. And okay, let's put it back in for 10 more minutes. Okay, so that was 10 minutes, so then we'll be back in 10 more minutes. This whole process of roasting this chili can take all day long. So I'm going to do half today and then the other half tomorrow. And you can't let it sit too long in the sack, because then it starts to rot. It starts to turn, some starts to turn red, and then some just rots on you. So as soon as you get your chili and you're going to roast it yourself, do it right away. It's just like any vegetable, it goes bad after a certain period of time. I know it's a lot of work, and if you don't want to roast your own chili, just have them do it at the grocery store. But you need to tell them not to burn it. And then another thing is, I like to wash mine, because it takes whatever off the dirt. But this is pretty clean chili, so but for me, I want to clean it a little bit more, and I cook my own because I usually get it and it's burnt. So this is how I roast my chili. We'll be back when okay, our chili just 10 minutes went by. It's open it. Remember, shoot it here. Okay, so let's look and see what they look like. We're getting there. You can, like, some of them feel like, I don't know what it is with certain chilies. You just feel like they they're just like not, I don't know, like this one here. See, it doesn't have that much flesh, or well, the skin or the inner portion of it, you could tell, but I think it's going to be okay. Once we have to let them steam afterwards, so let's just toss these around. And when you're looking at them, if you think that they're ready, like, you don't want to burn them, because you could burn them really easy. You just turn around, look at them. If some look like they're cooked, then take them out, and I'll show you how to do that next. Some of these are going to be when they come out. And so, some take forever to cook, and some really fast. I don't know why. I don't know why. So pretty much, let me show you what that looks like. Okay. See this one, how it blistered and it pulled away from the meat inside, well, I call it meat. See? So this is almost ready to come out. So let's put that back. Let's set this for 5 minutes. And then I will show you what I put them in, and how I get them to steam. So let me get that, and remember, subscribe to TishsDishs and join my adventures with me and my husband. This is what I'm going to use. I'll use a bowl, but I like to use a bowl that is not glass, but it's metal. So I like to use this. So what I'll do is, once I see that the chili is ready, I'll put the chili in here, and then what I'll do is I'll put the towel to steam them in there, and then I'll keep adding more chili in, and more chili in, and then I flip it around so that the chili that's on the top is now on the bottom. So once it gets to a certain level, then that's when I'll take it out because I know it's steamed. And then I'll place it into bags. This is what I'm going to do in order to steam it, the old-fashioned traditional steaming way. Okay guys, TishsDishs, subscribe, and let's move on to our next step. You can feel them. So I have my handy dandy little cosita, my bowl. That was the one that I was kind of concerned of. That's another one. See? I'm in there. Then remember I told you? So I'll fold it in half and I'll just place it right on top so that it starts the process to steam. So let's close this back and let's check this for 5 more minutes. And there we go. So we're gonna do that for another 5 more minutes, and then what I'm gonna do is I have another rack like this one that I have in here because you get 2 racks for your oven. So what I've done is I've already placed the other set of green chili on the new rack, and I'll show you once I put it in, but we're not done with this. Probably has another 5 more minutes. So this was a process of 30 minutes per oven roasting, which isn't that bad. I mean, you can do it faster if you did it at the store, but I like to do mine the old traditional way, the way my grandma used to do it all the time, because I love going to her house and the smell of chili was just so dynamic. And back in the day, they used to grow their own vegetables. So my grandma's chili was from her own garden that she would roast, and all her vegetables were from her garden, and all her jams were from the trees. So she did everything traditional way that she learned from her mom, and from her mom. And so, I mean, it's an ongoing learning from our grandmas. And so now I hope my daughters keep on the tradition in roasting their chili, and just showing you how easy it is. It's just time consuming, but you know, after the fact, it's so delicious. Okay, so okay guys, I can smell it. It's time to probably take it out. Let's see. They've done what they're gonna do. Half an hour is totally fine. Let's just scoop them all up. Scoop them all up. Okay. And you probably say, God, I should be touching them. Well, like I said, you've grown up doing this all your life. It's like, plus when I was a little girl, I used to help out. So, okay, so that's back in there. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this one out, close the oven. I'm gonna take this outside, let it cool down, and I'm gonna put in the new one. Okie dokie guys, I am back. I have my other rack. So let's open the oven. Put it back in. See, second to the top. Okay. Set it for 10 minutes. Oops. Okay, so this is the whole process of how I roast my green chili, and so I'm going to finish up. New set of chili. I'll put it in this one, and then I'll pour these ones on top. So then, as I get my next set, this will be empty. I'll throw my new set in there, and then I'll throw this into that one. So as they steam, I'm rotating them around as they steam. So, but I will show you when I get to that one point. So I will be using this one as well with a towel. And so we'll be right back once we get to that point that I need to bake them. Okay guys, I'm gonna finish my chili. I probably is going to take me another couple of hours, so I shall return once it's done roasting, and then tomorrow I'll start the process all over again for the rest of the sack of chili that I have. Okay, subscribe to TishsDishs, and I hope this is really a great learning experience for you to know how our tradition of me being Hispanic and Native American, what I learned as a child and I still use, and I want to teach everybody my heritage of who I am, and to show you how easy it is to make our traditional northern New Mexico food. Okay, TishsDishs, I am. Be right back. Okay, I opened the oven. They're ready, so let's take them out. 5 more minutes. So here's some in here. So I'm just gonna, let me set this really quick, guys. The second batch that I did is made, so it's right here. So I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take the first batch off. And all I'm gonna do is go first onto the second. You'll see all the juices roll out. And then I am just going to recover it. And let that sit like that. Put this down. Oh, you know what? Let's just go like that because there's nothing in this one yet. So it's getting almost to that point where we're going to have to put them in bags. So let's finish this batch and let's see what happens after this batch, how much more I can do, and then I'll start separating them. Okay guys, this is how I do my roasting of my green chili. It's easy, it's time consuming. I'll really tell you that it is time consuming. But if you like your chili roasted, that you personally do it, then I recommend it. But if you don't have the time, just have it done at the store when you're buying it. Have them roasted and go from there. But if you decide the recipe is so easy, I say it's roasting green chili 101. Guys, let me show you how I bag my chili. So I have two kinds. I have a bag, and I have one of my sealer bags. So I'm just going to show you one. So I've been putting at least 8 of them in each one. So this has 3. So I did, and I'll put some more in there. I just want to show you so you don't get bored. Okay, then I'll put 8 more in these ones. See, and if I find some really big ones like this, I'm going to put that to the side because those are going to be used for chili rellenos. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One extra in. Okay, so that's done. So now you know that I saved these ones for the chili rellenos. Okay, so this one is cooled down. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, this is the bag, the freezer bag. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze all the air out, and then seal it. Okay, so that's how I do those. So this one here, in my machine that I have, I'll stick it into the machine and it sucks all the air out, and then it looks like this. This one here, I don't know what happened, but it'll suck all the air out. So, and so it goes like this. So this is my different way that I package my green chili. And I'm almost done. The last batch is in, so it took at least 3 hours just for that portion. So I don't mind doing it. It'll take me 3 days because I'll do some more tomorrow and then some more the next day, and then I'm done. But the thing that I like is that I know that it's fresh and I pretty much wash it. I don't like it to burn, but it's easy. So watch this video. I hope you like it, and subscribe to TishsDishs and try my recipe on how to roast green chili. And it's green chili of any sort, jalapeno, any kind of those. I like them, the yellow chili, the yellow chilies. So you can actually do this to any chili that you like. And if you want to preserve it, freeze it. A lot of people, like now, this will be made into the green chili sauce, and then I'll show you that. And subscribe to TishsDishs, the adventures with Mike and Tish, me and my husband. Bye.